Hospital in Southern California tonight, UCLA Medical Center, 2 dead, 179 exposed to a dangerous superbug. And now a new national warning to doctors and hospitals from coast to coast about a piece of medical equipment that may be to blame. ABC's Cecilia Vega in California.
Tonight, an investigation underway into how nearly 200 people who came to this hospital for a common medical procedure may have been exposed to a potentially deadly bacteria.
We're very sorry about some of the anxiety and concern that the situation has posed for our patients as well as our community.
The drug-resistant superbug known as CRE likely transmitted through contaminated medical scopes, thin tubes inserted down a patient's throat, a microscopic camera on the tip allowing doctors to examine organs. The procedure most often performed on very sick patients.
The symptoms for the patients were immediate, and patients developed fevers, chills, and severe infection, sepsis, right after undergoing the procedure.
UCLA says it followed manufacturer guidelines in sterilizing the scopes and is now going above and beyond the manufacturer and national standards. But tonight, the FDA is warning doctors and hospitals across America to meticulously clean equipment.
So there's literally no antibiotic that can be used to treat these infections.
Contaminated medical scopes also to blame for superbug outbreaks in Seattle, Pittsburgh, and Chicago. And it's not just CRE, a number of superbugs are now on the rise.
Once again, we serving y'all salty niggas hot wings. And as you can see on the TV, man, it's talking about the deadly superbugs. And the name of this lesson is called Deadly Superbugs is the New Ebola. Okay? As you can see, man, this deadly superbug have killed 2 people in LA at the UCLA Medical College. And also 180 other patients is being checked for the exposure of this outbreak. Now, what Jake don't know is it's a rise, okay, of the super deadly bug. This has been going on at least since 2012 and probably further back than that. But the #1 killer and murderer of these bugs is antibiotics. Okay, and over the last 30 to 50 years plus, antibiotics have allowed doctors to transplant organs, to allow doctors to undergo chemotherapy for patients. The antibiotics have allowed those in ICU to receive therapy, and the antibiotics, okay, have allowed people that's critically ill to be healed. And without antibiotics, none of this would be possible. And then today, cancer is on the rise, and TB is on the rise in large numbers. And with that being said, okay, this germs, bacteria, is in pandemonium overdrive right now. It's to the point that the antibiotics is surrendering to this bacteria, which means if it's not a better defense soon to fight off this deadly superbug, hey man, a lot of people is gonna die to this. Mainly the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans gonna be the main ones that die from this superbug disease. Now I'm going to come out with one scripture and we're going to close this lesson out, man. It's Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 61. And it says, also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. So as you can see, man, it's part of the curses for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And part of the curses is disease like these, okay? The Ebola was out here. Now they got the deadly superbug, okay? And the name of this lesson again is Deadly Superbug is the New Ebola. And we serving y'all salty niggas hot wings.